Hey guys, for today's video, it is going to be part 2 of my outlining process. So if you haven't seen part 1, go check that out right now. I'm going to be continuing right where I left off in part 1. So away you go. When I have all of my sticky notes up and there are no longer little spaces between them, it is a chronological story in the best sense. This is when I put in my chapters. If you don't put in your chapters during your outline, you are going to be in a world of hurt later. Trust me, I speak from experience. If you just have one continuous story, it's gonna be a bitch trying to figure out where those chapters go. Just saying. So if you do it in your outline, it's going to be a lot easier in your writing process to do transitions and make sure that everything flows the way it does, and it should work. So I just take other different colored sticky notes and I write the chapters and I put them where they should fall based on the scenes and plot. It's like, okay, this scene's going to be bigger, maybe it takes up a full chapter. Maybe these two scenes can go together in a chapter, and you plot it out. And usually once that's done and I'm happy with the way that my outline is set up, I let it sit for 1 or 2 days. I don't look at it, I don't pick around at it, and I just make sure that I'm happy. I come back to it, I read it, make any changes, but then it should be final. And once I have it finalized, I bring on to the next step of outlining. Yes, there is one more step. I then write down my outline. I have a big version of my little thought dumping notepad. This one, same thing, notepad. And I take different colored pens, correspond the color of pen to the sticky note, and I write out my entire outline on this notepad. This notepad will also be used for the character profile for the novel, keep everything tightened together, but I like having a hard copy again of my outline because then I can take it with me places. I mean, I can't take a huge whiteboard with me everywhere when I want to write. I can't take my wall with me when I want to write. Yes, I can take a picture of my wall for my outline, but that's just not the same. I'd rather just have it all in paper. So that's what I do. I have a hard copy. Now I have 2 copies of my outline. Now personally, I only put 1 or 2 facts on a sticky note. I put it in really basic terms. I don't really elaborate unless it is vital to the scene. I put what I want to happen, different things that need to happen at different parts of the story. I don't go super in detail at this point, and I know that a lot of people do. I've heard of people, authors, just putting everything in their outline to the point of plotting conversations, like word for word conversations of how they want it to go. And the way I see that is, then why not just write the book now? I feel like doing a complete, like 100% detailed outline is a waste of time, because you should just be writing the book then. If you already know this much that's gonna happen, you should be writing it, in my opinion. For me, I like having the basic facts down. I have a few short things. This is really cool, I want this to happen. This needs to happen. This is where these characters interact. Do I know what they're gonna say? No, but it has to lead to this point. And in doing that, I feel like it makes the writing process for me way more enjoyable, because then I know what needs to happen, but I still get to be 100% creative in how I get there. I'm not wasting all of my creativity on the outline. And then in my writing process, can things change? Yes. But so what, they change. I'm still getting from point A to point B, just in a more creative, more naturally flowing way. So that's why I don't go into 100% detail in my outlines. I do the main points. If I have a scene in my head that is completely fleshed out, I will write it down on my outline exactly like I see it so I remember it. So when I get to that scene, I can write it. That I completely understand, but for people that do that, for authors that do that for every single scene, just write the book. You have the book on your outline. That's it. Like, just to me, it's just kind of funny, but do whatever works for you. That just does not work for me at all. So that is my outlining process, and like I said, it's taken a few years to perfect. Few years, probably. It's been a minute, but I'm sure it'll change more in the future and adjust to what I'm working on at the time. But I really like it now, and it's really working for me and making things so much easier. So if you have a different outlining process, or if you tried mine outlining process and tweaked it to fit yours, tell me about it in the comments. I want to know anyone else's outlining process, because maybe I can learn from it. You've learned from mine, maybe I can learn from yours. I think it would be cool. Anyways, if you want to get current writing updates, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links will be down in the description below. Go check out my website, my author website, where you can also read the first chapter of my manuscript, Roses. That is available on my website. Link is also in the description below. And like always, please comment what you thought in this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!